Hello and welcome to Morocco Travel Stories. If you've ever dreamed about walking through ancient Medinas, riding camels across golden dunes, or watching the sunset in the Sahara Desert, this podcast is for you. In this podcast, we talk about travel experiences, real stories from the desert, and practical tips to help you plan an unforgettable adventure in Morocco. Today's episode is perfect if you are planning your first trip to Morocco. We'll talk about what travelers usually expect, and what surprises them the most. Morocco is one of those destinations that feels completely different from anywhere else. In just one trip, you can experience ancient cities full of history, mountains and traditional Berber villages, vast desert landscapes, colorful markets and incredible food. Many travelers start their journey in Marrakech, one of the most vibrant cities in the world. The Medina is a maze of narrow streets filled with spices, lanterns, carpets, and artisan shops. But what many travelers don't realize is that just a few hours away, the landscape changes completely. You leave the busy city behind, cross the Atlas Mountains, and slowly enter the world of the Sahara. For many travelers, the highlight of Morocco is the Sahara Desert experience. Imagine riding a camel across golden dunes as the sun sets over the horizon. The silence of the desert is something people never forget. At night, you arrive at a desert camp where traditional Berber music is played around the fire. Above you, the sky is filled with stars, far more than you can usually see in cities. Many travelers tell us that their night in the Sahara becomes the most memorable moment of their trip. Some even say it feels like stepping into another world. One thing that surprises many visitors is that the journey to the Sahara is an adventure itself. Traveling from Marrakech to the desert usually takes a few days because there are many incredible places along the way. Some of the highlights include the high Atlas Mountains, with dramatic landscapes and traditional villages. The famous Ait Ben Haddou, an ancient fortified village that has appeared in many films. The city of Ouarzazate, often called the gateway to the desert. The beautiful Dades and Todra valleys, known for their impressive rock formations. By the time travelers finally reach the Sahara Dunes, they've already experienced a huge variety of landscapes. That's why many people say the road trip is just as memorable as the desert itself. If you're planning your first trip to Morocco, here are a few helpful tips. First, be ready for sensory overload in the Medinas. The markets are vibrant, busy, and full of energy. Second, bring comfortable clothes and layers. Desert days can be warm, but nights can get surprisingly cool. Third, take your time traveling through the country. Morocco is not just about the destinations, it's about the journey. And finally, be open to the culture. Moroccan hospitality is famous, and many travelers say the people they meet are what make the trip truly special. Recently, we had travelers visiting Morocco for the first time. They told us they expected beautiful landscapes, but they didn't expect how emotional the desert experience would feel. After the camel trek at sunset, they sat quietly on top of the dunes watching the sky turn orange and pink. Later that night, they said the desert felt so peaceful that it completely disconnected them from the busy world. Moments like that are what make Morocco unforgettable. Thank you for listening to the first episode of Morocco Travel Stories. In future episodes, we'll talk about the best desert tours in Morocco, hidden places travelers miss, travel tips for visiting Marrakech and the Sahara. If you're dreaming about exploring Morocco and experiencing the desert, this podcast will help you plan the adventure. And if you enjoyed this episode, don't forget to subscribe so you don't miss the next one. Until next time, keep exploring and keep dreaming about Morocco.